in my life.
After I restart the computer. Okay.
Trying to wake myself up. I'm so tired.
Take a
Uh,
nappy poo after.
I am. I'm gonna sit right in my. I gotta make the kids dinner.
I can make their dinner and then you can nap while I take a shower. Duh.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't sleep good last night. I slept really bad. Some weird dreams and
Poor baby. Ah.
you love it. You love it.
I love you mewing? No. I don't even know what that means.
Nothing.
I
Smell good.
do I?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I love French fries.
uh
Probably doesn't help either that I was up until like 4 in the morning. I woke up when you got up. I woke up when you were getting ready. I woke up about 10 minutes before you got to work.
dang.
I woke up again at around 8. I woke up again at 9.
Ew. Why?
I don't know.
I'm surprised I fell asleep with all those fireworks going on.
Tina!
Hey, Tina.
Usually there's nobody here right away, so now we're just talking like
I
we
know now
normally
it's
do.
weird. Glad you're here though. I haven't seen you in a
I
while.
know. Glad you could make it. We're going to do our episode today. Our video yesterday didn't get a copyright strike, but it
Oh
did
God.
get restricted in certain areas.
I'm I'm sure.
I don't care.
Whatever.
It was a good video, one that I liked
It was
making.
a lot. It was very good.
It was a lot.
It was I liked it a lot. That's what I meant to say.
We're not on our game today.
No.
But yep, we're going to do the Colonial District of Williamsburg episode today.
Yay. Follow up to our last episode.
And then next week, I don't know, I think we might do something different next week.
Okay.
I really enjoyed doing the like paranormal through history one, and I kind of want
Yeah,
to
that was
I'd like to do another kind of like something like that. Not obviously not the same thing. I'm not going to redo the same episode, but
fun. No, I like it. It was
something
fun.
different. Yeah. I need it to get cold outside.
I know it's so hot.
Working out at garage, I think this might be killing me. I think I might be dying.
It's not killing you.
Am I dying?
If we weren't renting, I'd just cut a hole in the wall and buy you a portable air conditioner for out there.
Couldn't I just stick it on the ground?
No, because it's got to draw in air from the earth. How does it? It pulls
How
in.
does it work?
I don't
We're going to
know.
get into science corner with Megan.
No.
Please explain to me how an air conditioner unit works.
Paranormal food? What food? I love food.
Hmm.
I'm always hungry.
I'm gonna look into that. That could be it, actually. Or it could be like paranormal items.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know yet. I just want to. I like doing some kind of like instead of location, something else in the paranormal spectrum because we've been talking about locations for years, and it's not
Yeah,
like we're gonna run out anytime soon. But it gets a little daunting after a while.
it does.
So
But they're my
maybe some.
favorite.
I like them.
They're
I
my
like
fave.
them, but I do like to talk about other things every now and again.
No, I get it. I get it. Never thought about paranormal food.
You know what's weird?
But
When I look at our computer,
mhm.
okay, I see a lot more than what I see on YouTube.
I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's this ancient computer. Because on your phone, it looks fine.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fair. I wonder if it's zoomed in on yours or something.
How though?
I don't know, but I am gonna use the restroom before we start this. I didn't do that before we came down.
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't say paranormal food.
What?
No, no, I never said paranormal food.
Paranormal history? Paranormal through the years?
Yeah, I said paranormal through the years. That's the one we did a couple weeks ago. I am gonna use the bathroom before we start.
Okay, hurry up.
Talk to Tina.
I will. Tina, I'm a bestie. Girl, listen. You know how you sent us those Harry Potter candles, which I absolutely love? These ones right here. They keep falling off the ceiling, and it is driving me absolutely bonkers. It is driving me crazy that they keep falling down. I don't know if it's because like our main floor is upstairs and we walk and they're hanging from the ceiling. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come down here and figure it out. I think I'm just gonna like push pin them in instead of using the little stickies because I think the stickies might be failing. I don't know, but it's driving me nuts. I'm talking about the Harry Potter candles. Drive me crazy. Yes. Constantly, every time we come down, there's another one.
I have a theory why though.
But we thoroughly thank you
My
so
theory
very
of
much.
why they fall though is our front door is right here.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
This is right where you were jumping the other night, and I was like, there goes another candle.
It's become a thing. Anytime anybody steps on the ground too hard, he's like,
Well,
there goes
because
another candle.
literally right above our studio is like the main floor, like where you walk in. It's where all the shoes are. It's where
Hmm.
you come off the stairs.
Yeah. The kids love to jump off the stairs.
Yep. And that's honestly, I think it's the constant vibration.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like they're a little like, I don't know. You had to peel off this little layer and it was sticky
It was
on the,
double-sided tape.
and like we stuck them up, but
And
it's
they've
an
been
unfinished basement and it's
and
kind of drywall
and they've been down here for, I
a
mean,
while
it's
now.
been a long time,
Yeah.
almost a year.
Yeah. So I think I might just wrap the string around like push pins, tie a little knot, and then just stick them up into the ceiling.
So like
But I have to like move the chairs out of the way. It's like we have small space back here.
they've been down in this basement, and the basement is in any climate is always going to be the more humid, cooler area,
Hmm.
and it's obviously going to be worse for the stickies.
Yeah.
So I think it's just over time.
Yeah. I
But
think
I
you're gonna have
do.
to move on to push pins or something.
I don't even think you'd have to tie a knot if we just got thumbtacks.
We have a whole box of
Yeah, we
thumbtacks.
could just press them up there.
All the ones that we use to decorate.
Yeah, you could just wrap them around the post and stick them up. Boom, done.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows, but these right here behind us going up the wall right here, those are just push pins.
No, they're rivets.
Yes, we fully took our fabric that we covered the walls
I
in and
riveted that wall. Shut up.
hand riveted
Shh.
everything.
I did.
Listen, my hands were so sore for pushing all hundreds of these push pins in this wall.
We spent 3 days building this thing.
We did 3 days making our studio. We've added on and changed some things, but for the most part, this is,
Megan has added on and changed things. I don't touch it. I don't care.
and there's things that people haven't ever seen, you know?
I wonder how much I can get the camera to
Tina, you
turn.
want a sneak peek of everything?
Me.
See if we can get the camera to move all the way? Oh, yeah. Gotta go up.
So, oh, not too far. That's the end of the wall. Um, this is what this side of the wall looks like.
Look at that.
Oh, I went too
Wrong
far.
way. Don't look at the unfinished part.
And then there's stuff over here nobody's seen.
Yep. Yay.
That's the end of that wall. I mean, our basement goes out much farther than what you see here,
Yeah,
but
it's quite a massive basement.
I don't know why we picked this corner.
I
Now that
don't,
I think about it, why didn't we go over there?
because it had the ceiling for sound deadening.
But we could have, I could have put something up. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, we rent a townhouse and the basement is like half unfinished, I guess. It's it's fine. I mean, it is what it is, but this was,
It's unfinished. It's not sort of unfinished. This is considered an unfinished basement.
yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Come on, there we go. I don't think it's creepy at all. I don't know why, but I don't. I don't feel creeped out down here at all.
I I usually don't, but occasionally when I'm going up the stairs and turning off the lights, You get that feeling like something's rushing up behind you. I only get that down here.
I don't. I don't get that at all down here. Not at all. Like
Yeah,
for
I
real.
don't know.
For realsies.
But I've had that since I was a kid. I'd like turn off a light and walk out of a room, and I feel like somebody's rushing up behind me. It's
Yeah.
just like in the pit of my stomach. I don't know. I don't like it. What?
All the lights that go down this way stopped working. I just realized that the
Wait,
ones
what?
that go along the bottom of the stairs here,
Yeah.
yeah, they're not on.
So our LEDs just like half stopped working, but only work perfectly where we need them.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, that's true. The ones in our oldest son's room are rough,
It's because they're
and his were newer.
yeah, but they're cheap.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when we got these newer ones, they were much better, and they had like that whole. They were like plastic dipped and stuff. They were nice.
Yeah. Anyways, talking about our studio.
What changed?
What?
She said, "Looks great." I thought there was something changed. What changed?
Oh, I know what changed.
What changed?
I added this guy.
Oh yeah.
These two little lovebirds right here. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but I got that like a couple weeks ago and added it. It's so adorable. I love it so much.
Mm. The skull that I made for Halloween decoration lives down here now.
Yes, it's amazing.
It doesn't even do anything for Halloween anymore. It's part of the studio.
I know.
I made it for Halloween, but
But if anybody's wondering, most of our house is also decorated like this.
pretty much, yeah.
That was it? You noticed? Stop.
One day.
I'll show you.
Hold it right there.
Together forever. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it.
Too low.
I always had little things. This little ghost sitting up right here. I don't know if anybody can see it. It's tiny.
Why are we doing this? Why are you showing everybody?
This little guy. He's so cute.
Has anybody ever noticed the satanic Starbucks thing in the background? That's literally just a dollar plate from the thrift store, and then I bought a sticker.
It's sweet.
Yeah,
I
I
love this thing.
literally it's just a sticker. And then I bought this because I thought it was cool.
It's
My
adorable.
little voodoo plushie.
Hey, will you turn Boo on while you're back there?
That
I
was your turn.
forgot Boo.
That was your turn. Damn it.
He's the only thing that's, well, no, not the only thing that's batteries.
I was about to say we have lots of things that are
I know.
batteries.
Most things aren't batteries anymore, which is great.
All right. Well, Tina, you've got the grand tour now.
Yeah.
I don't know why we just did all that.
Let's show off our
I'm
space.
trying to think,
It's
dude.
cold down here.
Yeah, there's multiple swords. We actually over here. I hate. I don't. Have you noticed that our camera's flipped around now?
Hmm. It's
This
backwards.
is backwards to how we actually sit.
Yes.
So I'm actually over there, and she's actually over here. But there's uh a space. There's what would you call that? I mean, technically it's a space heater, right?
Yeah, it's like a LED kind of
It's like a fake
fireplace
fireplace space heater. But
heater.
on top of that, we still have stuff that we don't have room for up here.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff from like that thing from that's from England, right?
Yes, that's from England. It was a wedding gift from my family.
We got that for our wedding.
Yes,
What's
we
in there?
did.
Wait, there's flowery things in there. I know I've seen it. I can't remember what it
You
is,
don't
but
remember what's in there?
nah,
Ah,
dude, we've been married forever, and
thank you, Tina. We thrift almost everything.
yeah.
I buy stuff from my job when the Halloween line comes out.
Okay, well, there's a couple pieces up here that we had sent to us from what was that place?
Creepy crate.
Creepy Crate. That's
Yep.
right. When we did that little thing with them, and then I would say, with the exception of like obviously the guitars, the swords, I think everything else was thrifted back
Hmm.
here.
I made this. And nobody ever sees it because it's so far away, but There's a little it's called it says, "I'm here for the booze," and there's a little ghost on a little plaque.
But yeah, legitimately everything back here has been from the thrift store. So like everything you see was like $1 to $4.
Didn't we always sit this way?
No,
No.
if you go back to the other videos, it's flipped.
We're on the proper sides of actually where we sit in the older videos.
So we don't, I can't figure out how on this new camera because I used to be able to mirror it, but then everything would be backwards. But then I could flip the image so it would put us back in our spots, but everything would be right.
Mhm.
I don't know how to do that now. So now everything's back. It doesn't really matter, honestly.
Yeah, but
It's
if we
fine.
just have the camera regular and, like, where we sit, all our stuff back here, you can't read the signs. It's all backwards.
Yeah. So like if you were in this room in front of us, we're on the opposite. I guess I don't know. It's mirrored. I don't know how to
It's
explain
weird.
it, but I'm pretty let me make sure. Let me make sure. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe we all have always sat like this. Have we?
I don't
Hold, please. I'm gonna go back in time.
know.
Oh my God. This is how we've always been.
Wait, really?
Huh.
Shut up. Wow. Okay. Well, Tina, you were right.
This is how we've always been. Never mind.
I don't know. It's weird.
All right, no,
Because we
whatever.
when we look at ourselves on the video, we're
It feels
backwards from where we sit.
it feels weird.
It does.
This ew. Actually, I'm down. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. We're gonna start this show up.
Let's do it.
I move my headphones. All right, here we go.
Well, Tina, thank you for coming in and chatting with us. We never have
Yeah, I mean,
anybody
if you
to
want to
chit
hang
chat
out,
with.
we can chit chat a little bit afterwards.
Yes.
You ready?
Well, enjoy the live episode. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the
For
Booze.
the booze. And this is going to be the continuation. We're going to do the Colonial District of Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yes,
Just because
continuation from last week.
I
I'm
thought
excited.
I just thought it was interesting, and I knew that there was more about it. But there,
Yes.
I do have something to mention at the end, towards when we hit the reviews, that I have to mention.
Okay.
It's just like a little weird thing,
Okay.
but I
I'm intrigued.
I tried hard not to repeat things. So if I do, I'm sorry. But
You
you
mean
know,
like from last week?
like historical
Okay,
stuff and
that's
stuff like
fair.
that.
Yeah.
Because last time we were just talking about a house, but I did try to include some history stuff. I'm always going to try and include history stuff. It's the thing that I like.
Hmm.
It's what I like to do. But I mean, the thing I found most interesting about this is we talked about the Peyton Randolph house last time, but come to find out, there's way more haunted stuff in this place than
Yeah,
just
I feel
that.
like it's this whole area.
It's almost like the whole town,
Yeah.
to the point where they like have a bunch of different ghost tours you can go on and stuff like. It's kind of like going to St. Augustine.
Oh, I love St. Augustine.
Well, it's really far away now,
I
and
know.
we won't be going there anytime soon.
Well, if I go and get that promotion, we could go on a trip. It's usually in Florida once a year
What
on the house.
what trip?
It's the general managers conference that happens every year.
Well, you'll have to let me know how that is when you get back.
No, because we can bring friends and
I'm not
family.
ready for Florida. It's too hot.
But if I take that promotion, if I end up doing that position, I have to go. Part of
Yeah,
my job.
I said, let me know
I
how it
know
is when you get back.
you can come with me.
Oh, but it's so hot.
I just have to go to the boring things all by myself, and you can go have fun.
I'll probably just sleep. I don't know. I'd have the kids with me, so.
Not if we're in Florida.
Oh, all right. I'm ready. I didn't even think about
And
that.
we all go and then be like,
I didn't even think about that.
time with Nana and Papa.
It's the one thing I miss. It's the one thing I miss about That's the one thing I miss is
Yeah,
like
we don't have anybody to babysit or
we've been
anything
out
here.
one time since
Yep.
we've lived here
It was for
for
like 4
yeah,
hours.
I know, dude. But anyways, what do you say we get into this one?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Now, Colonial Williamsburg is located in, of course, the city of Williamsburg, Virginia, with the historic triangle that also includes Jamestown and Yorktown. The city covers an area of approximately 9.1 square miles and, as of recent estimates, is home to around 15,000 residents, which I did mention last time. Now, the heart of the Colonial District is 301-acre living history museum featuring over 500 restored or reconstructed buildings from the 18th century.
Wow.
So
It's like the whole thing is a
you
living museum?
you know what it reminds me of? Salem.
Okay. I've never been, unfortunately.
But you've seen it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean. I've never been here, but it's like an entire town just of historic houses and buildings.
That that's really
It
cool.
is really cool.
Yeah.
I wish people would stop tearing things down because that history doesn't come back.
No, it doesn't.
We just lose it.
Yep.
Now, established as Middle Plantation in 1632, Williamsburg became the capital of the Virginia colony in 1699, serving as the political, cultural, and educational center until 1780 when the capital moved to Richmond. So I guess
Mm,
I would not have been able to tell you what the capital of Virginia was, unfortunately.
no.
I'm not a smart man. Each year, Colonial Williamsburg draws nearly 1 million visitors, making it one of the most popular historic attractions in the entire country. Characterized by its red brick Georgian architecture, cobblestone streets, and lush gardens, the district is not only preserves America's early heritage, but also stands as a vibrant backdrop for tales of the supernatural. With its preserved structures, century-old cemeteries, and storied past, Williamsburg has become a place where the boundaries between history and legend will often blur.
Mm, okay.
This is one of the oldest towns in America.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, you're
That's
talking,
impressive.
this place was around for the Revolutionary War,
Mhm.
not the Civil War. We're talking way before the Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah.
Revolutionary War.
That's so crazy.
My family fought in that war, I'd like to say. Um,
So fancy.
you know, it's hard being this cool.
I know. Wish I was as cool as you.
I know. You can try. You can try. The relocation of Virginia's capital, 1699, is a defining moment, and the capital of Virginia colony was moved from Jamestown to Williamsburg, shaping the city's destiny as a center of colonial government and society. Now, these are just some facts and stuff that I picked up of the area,
Okay.
just so we can get acquainted with the history and things that have happened here. Um, just so the story's a little more round, we have a better idea of what we're talking
For
about.
sure. Yeah.
The drafting of the Virginia Declaration of Rights, 1776. Within Williamsburg, within Williamsburg, George Mason wrote the Virginia Declaration of Rights. It's a document that heavily influenced both the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Bill of Rights.
Oh,
That's
what?
that to me
Yo, that's crazy.
is crazy, right? Because this could have just been like a state document,
Hmm.
whatever. Every state has them. But this one goes on to influence the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Bill of Rights,
That's amazing.
the two most famous, pieces of history in the United States.
Hmm.
And I think that is pretty rad.
Yeah,
Now, there's
absolutely.
Patrick Henry's quote, "Give me liberty or give me death" speech in 1775.
Give me liberty or give me
We all
death.
had to learn about it.
Hmm.
Now, while the speech itself was delivered in Richmond, Patrick Henry's impassioned advocacy for independence was honed during legislative debates in Williamsburg Capitol building.
Wow.
So, Williamsburg birthed the man that gave us the line that everybody knows: "Give me liberty or give me death."
That's right. Wow. Dang, that's cool.
This place is steeped in history.
Yeah.
Now, the royal governor's flight in 1775. Governor Lord Dunmore, fearing retribution from revolutionaries, fled the governor's palace under cover of darkness, symbolizing the collapse of royal authority in Virginia.
Oh.
Now, you got to remember that this is 1 year before the Revolutionary War.
Mhm.
Revolutionary War is 1776. Up till that point, the U.S. was still under British rule,
Yes.
which meant that we would still have, dukes and lords, and they were trying to make it like a second UK, basically.
Mhm.
So big deal, love it,
Absolutely big deal.
kick them out, America. Now, the Revolutionary War Hospital at the Governor's Palace. Now, during the siege of Yorktown, the palace was converted into a field hospital for wounded soldiers, many of whom died within its walls, which is what I would guess could be a big contribution to paranormal claims,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
This place was during the Revolutionary War. There's no telling how many people died in this town
Yeah, absolutely not. There's
because
no way
the
to
Peyton,
even fathom.
well, the Peyton Randolph House was also used as a hospital, remember?
Yeah.
So, how many of these locations were being used as hospitals, and how many people actually died in this town?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Now, Williamsburg, as a center for enlightenment thought, the College of William and Mary and the city itself played host to leading figures such as Thomas Jefferson, George Wythe, James Monroe, fostering revolutionary ideas and movements. So it housed a lot of the people who went on to change the foundation of the United States of America.
That's crazy.
There's just not any spot in this town,
That's not super drenched in
well,
history.
that hasn't had a part in creating what we know America as today.
Mhm. That's insane.
The Restoration Movement of 1926, so we're going years ahead now.
Mhm.
In the 20th century, the massive restoration project led by Reverend W.A.R. Man, that's rad. Reverend War.
Yeah.
Goodwin and John D. Rockefeller Jr. began preserving Williamsburg as a living museum and national treasure. So this whole town, I believe, is considered a historical landmark.
Wow.
The entire town
I mean, they started doing this in 1926 and it's still a living museum
today.
today.
And you're talking about uh, almost a 10-mile radius here of
That's crazy.
basically living museum.
That's so crazy.
Nestled in the heart of Virginia's historic triangle, colonial Williamsburg stands as a living testament to the early American life, a meticulously restored district bustling with costume interpreters, cobblestone streets, and centuries of old brick buildings. But as the sun sets and the candlelit lanterns flicker to life, a different side of Williamsburg emerges, one draped in mystery, intrigue, and the whispers of the past. Now, for generations, tales of the paranormal have woven themselves into the very fabric of Williamsburg's colonial district, creating an aura that lures both history buffs and seekers of the supernatural.
Tales of the paranormal have woven themselves into the fabric of Williams. That's a statement.
Now, to understand the depth of I had the same problem last time. William Berg's paranormal reputation. One must first appreciate its historical significance. Now, founded in 1632, I'm sure I've been over most of this already. Founded in 1632 as Middle Plantation and renamed Williamsburg in 1699, the city served as the capital of the Virginia colony until 1780. It bore witness to revolutionary debates, political intrigue, and the everyday joys and tragedies of its residents. This convergence of life, death, and the monumental change has, according to many, left an in, indelible, I can't read today, indelible spiritual imprint on the area.
Mm,
This is talked so many times in the past about the most haunted house in America,
yeah,
the most haunted hospital in
it's come up
America.
a lot
This
for
is
almost everything,
this is
really.
considered far and wide as the most haunted town in America.
Wow.
Now, I'm sure somebody will be like, "Oh, there's this ghost town, blah blah blah," but the people live here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is this
Still running as a full
yeah,
functioning town.
this isn't a ghost town. This is, I mean, some people consider it a ghost town, but um, this town still operates on a daily basis.
Hmm.
So I don't. I feel like as far as like most haunted town, it would have to go to something like this versus a ghost town where people left long ago, because that to me doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I could only see it staying that way, I guess, especially just being so rich in history. Like there's just this bond, I guess, to that that makes this town just I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. It's been a minute since I've done that.
I love that. Oh, that's my favorite. That's why I just let you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
help me out, man.
you're sure pretty.
Had a rough day.
Williamsburg's colonial district is replete with buildings whose very walls seem to echo the footsteps of those long gone. Now, some sites are especially renowned for their spectral inhabitants. Now, of course, I am going to go over this one because it's part of the town. I know we talked about it last time, but we're going to talk about it again because it's here.
Okay.
The Peyton Randolph House, first on the list, of course. Frequently cited as one of the most haunted homes in America, the Peyton Randolph House dates to the early 18th century. Home to Peyton Randolph, the first president of the Continental Congress, the house has been the scene of numerous unexplained phenomena. Guests and employees alike have reported things such as phantom footsteps echoing through empty hallways, chilling cold spots that linger regardless of the weather, apparitions of both adults and children, sometimes dressed in colonial attire, and strange knocking sounds and inexplicable shadows. Now, legend has it that several tragic deaths, including those of enslaved people and family members, occurred within the home, and some believe these lingering spirits remain bound to the house, unable or unwilling to leave. So,
I don't want to go.
uh, one tourist recounts wandering the dimly lit halls during a ghost tour and feeling an icy breeze brush past, even though the windows were shut tight. And moments later, they caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure standing at the top of one of the stairs, vanishing as quickly as it appeared.
Wow.
So, I mean,
Okay.
we already talked about the Peyton Randolph house. One other encounter was that one staff member remembers closing up late at night and hearing clear, echoing footsteps in the parlor after everyone had left. Quote, it sounded as if someone was pacing deep in thought, they shared, but there was no one there.
Interesting.
But if you're going to say America's most haunted house, I feel like there should be more. Because
Agreed.
even when we talked about it,
Absolutely.
I
Agreed.
just don't, I feel like other places have had so many more claims.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But I
They've
don't know.
definitely done places that seem to just be way more.
I think what it is like we end up talking about places where their reputation is bigger than the things that actually happen.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like for some reason their legend just blows up, but the actual occurrences that people seem to have there don't compare to the stories that are told.
Yeah.
They become like their own, urban legend or something.
Hmm.
So,
No, I get it.
all right, let's talk about the governor's palace.
Mm.
As the opulent residence of the colonial Virginia's governors, the governor's palace has its own tales of tragedy and unrest. During the American Revolution, the building was used as a hospital, and many wounded soldiers are said to have died within its walls. Now, let's get into what is claimed to happen there. They say the faint sounds of moaning or crying, especially near the former hospital rooms, happen.
Okay. That's fair. People die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably tragically, shot, whatever.
Hmm.
Glowing orbs drifting through the gardens at night. Could be
Man.
lightning bugs,
Yeah.
just saying. Sudden waves of melancholy or dread that pass over those touring certain rooms, which, I mean, that's a pretty common paranormal claim.
Absolutely.
That feeling of dread that people get.
It's that
So,
ominous feeling that kind of hangs in the air of a paranormal place, and more people are more susceptible to it than others.
yeah,
But
it's
and
that
it
feeling of
creates
oppression.
this very, it's exactly what I was gonna say, a very oppressive feeling.
I feel like even if a place isn't haunted though, and you know some history about some bad things that have happened there, I feel like you'll automatically get that feeling.
Oh yeah.
Because you're
Oh
going
yeah.
you're going in there with the knowledge of what went down. You're probably on a tour and a guide is telling you all these terrible things. So it's the same thing like scary movies aren't haunted, but
Hmm.
you still get a feeling when you watch them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Definitely
I'm
get a
not
feeling watching
I'm not
scary movies.
saying that paranormal places or occurrences don't cause this, but what I am saying is I think there's a weird divide there between like, okay, well, what would we consider a a paranormal emotion versus just a normal emotion because you're being told a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something I've been thinking about. But now, some say that the spirits of soldiers never having found peace still wander the grounds in search of solace. Now, there is a personal experience of this place, and it was during a candlelit tour. A group of visitors saw what appeared to be a flickering torch moving through one of the corridors. Though no one in the group or staff had a light in that area, several guests later reported feeling a heavy sadness as they climbed the grand staircase.
Interesting.
But again, are we telling stories as this is going down?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I feel like that would heavily influence how you would be feeling at that moment.
absolutely.
So I don't know. Let's talk about the Wythe House, and think that's how you pronounce this.
Okay.
It's Wythe. If anybody knows, you can correct me. But once the home of George Wythe, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, the White House is rumored to be haunted by Wythe himself and his wife Elizabeth. Now, guests have reported doors opening and closing by unseen hands, the aroma of pipe smoke in rooms where no smoking is allowed, and ghostly figures gliding past upstairs windows.
Mm.
Some speculate that Wythe, renowned for his wisdom and dignity, continues his vigil over the property, while Elizabeth is said to appear in times of family distress. Now, I do want to point something out here, too. These old wooden houses, um, the wood is porous.
Hmm.
And while they may not be smoking rooms now, they probably were once upon a time. And they will trap that smell. And as the heat and cold expands and shrinks the wood back down, it will release smells. This has already been tested. No, no, this is a fact. This isn't I'm not
How long ago were we talking they lived here?
200 years ago.
That was a really long time
Yeah. uh
for smells to dissipate.
You still get smells in the Lizzie Borden house too.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a fact. It's been proven that this happens.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. This is
I
something.
said
This is something
okay.
that happens, woman.
You okay?
I'll be smelling your perfume in our bathroom for 300 years. But no,
Smells
it
good.
does. It does happen. It does smell good. But it does happen where this porous old wood, it will collect those scents. And as the the seasons change and that wood expands and retracts back, it will release
I
smells.
mean, I get it. I get it.
Just saying. It stains, and it's smoking. The one thing that we all know will definitely get in your walls.
Mm. Hmm. Don't smoke in your houses.
Now, a personal story from here is a local family recounted seeing a translucent woman in period dress gazing out a second floor window late one autumn night. When they looked again, the figure had just melted away into the darkness.
Oh.
I love that it's an autumn night too.
Oh.
Um,
It's about to be that here soon. I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
I
I'm so
know.
tired of being sweaty.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how to pronounce this one either. So we're just going to call it the colonial jail.
Okay.
I think this is some kind of like old English word or something, but it's called the public gaol. But the colonial jail or
GAOL.
gaol once housed criminals, debtors, and prisoners of war. Now, its harsh conditions and tales of suffering have led many to believe it is a focal point of paranormal activity. Visitors and guides recount chains inexplicably rattling in empty cells, unexplained cold drafts, and shadowy figures darting between the bars or standing silently in the corners.
Mm, that's
That's
creepy.
super creepy.
It's so creepy.
It is said that those who died here, whether guilty or innocent, remain confined to its stone walls.
Interesting.
Something about those
Okay.
old stone jails seem to really trap the spirits.
Absolutely.
I wonder if it's like wonder if it's limestone.
Mm.
Because limestone is always seems to be linked to paranormal.
Hmm.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's something about limestone that does that, which is why they say a lot of places in Florida are so haunted. It's something between the limestone and the water.
Hmm.
I think there's like a belief that limestone, like the wood I was saying, but for spirits.
Like Holt's energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know shit about it, but it is what it is.
I've definitely heard it before, so I know.
Now, a volunteer working late one evening heard metal clanging from an empty cell, and when they entered, the temperature plummeted, and they felt a presence behind them, though the room was visibly empty. That sounds, oh man, what is
No
that? Was it
thanks.
Missouri State Prison and the one guy, I forget his name right now, but that sounds like that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the I'm gonna mess up all these names. I just know it. The Breton Parish Church.
That seems right to me.
Looks right, right?
Yeah.
Now, standing since 1715, Breton Parish Church is a hallowed sanctuary for the living and some say for the dead. Parishioners and tourists have seen unexplained lights, the faint sound of hymns sung by invisible choirs, and the apparition of a woman in colonial dress believed to be mourning a lost loved one. Now, the churchyard, with its ancient headstones, is equally steeped in ghostly lore.
Mm. Well, I mean,
I
headstones,
do like that.
cemetery, you know,
That sounds pretty rad.
I'd love to go see that.
The Breton Parish Church may be a future episode.
Mm.
I don't know. I like the idea of a church with a graveyard being a topic.
Absolutely.
Now, one longtime parishioner recalls quietly praying alone in the church and hearing soft singing that seemed to drift from the empty balcony above. Quote, I felt comforted, not afraid, as if the past and present had gently met.
Oh,
Beautiful
gave
line,
me
dude.
goosebumps.
God, save some for
Dang,
the rest of us, dude. Jeez,
that was good.
can't be
That
out
was
here
really good.
talking like that. You're gonna ruin it for the rest of us, man.
I think it's like, I think it's so creepy when people hear like humming or, singing, or I don't know if he like meant that it was actual singing words or
Yeah,
just like
no,
a
no,
hum,
that's what
but
he said. He said,
it's so creepy.
he,
It's so creepy.
where'd it go? Yeah, just someone singing. So maybe it was where I don't know, but I love the fact that he states that like he didn't feel scared.
Right.
It made him feel comforted
Comforted.
because not every spirit is a demon. Don't believe YouTube, everybody.
No.
It's not. These are people
Yeah.
or were
Mhm.
people like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, sang it. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Okay, I'm done.
Hallelujah.
That's right.
So the walking tours and ghost tours of today.
Okay.
Okay, now modern Williamsburg embraces its spectral side with a variety of ghost tours,
I
attracting
know it.
thousands of curious visitors each year. That was one thing looking into this is there are a ton of ghost tours and like haunted expeditions and stuff like that.
Okay.
This town has a bunch and it immediately reminded me of St. Augustine. That's the only thing I could really compare it
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
because when we went to St. Augustine, it
They're
seemed
everywhere.
there was a different ghost tour in every corner.
There was Ghost Bus, Ghost Walk, like then
Yeah.
there was like the lighthouse that we went and did and
Yeah, but there was more
just
than just
all
that because
kinds
there
of
was like the
things.
haunted prison walk.
Yep.
There were other just like, but there was a few bus, like different bus services that you could go on their haunted one.
I wonder if there's one in the prison.
What prison?
In the what I don't remember the name of it.
The Gale? Jail?
Yes, that one.
I don't
Wonder if they do them in there. My parents went on one, I believe in Savannah, Georgia, to a
know.
prison like haunted thingy.
Savannah prison?
I don't know. But my dad swears he was touched on his head.
Yeah, he's touched all right. Now, guides, often dressed in period costume, lead groups by lantern light through the district's shadowed streets, recounting stories of heartbreak, betrayal, and the unexplained. Some tours focused on documented accounts from residents and workers, while others embellished the legends for dramatic effect.
I
So, I
mean,
guess do your research when you go on these and make sure you're getting somebody who tells reputable stories.
now I understand from a
Mm,
business
No, I
perspective.
will disagree. If you
I don't
say
agree with
if
it.
you say anything but they should be telling the truth, I don't agree.
I don't agree with it at all. But from a business standpoint, I don't think it's right. I don't think they should be doing it. But to make it seem more than it is, I
Unless
guess.
they are advertising that it is not true, they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
I mean, I agree.
So from a business standpoint, I actually think quite the opposite. I think it's a bad move.
Mm, okay.
Because what happens when you get a bunch of people and then you take them on this, expedition to go check out ghost stuff and you're telling them all kinds of made up stories and they go home and look this stuff up.
Mm,
Then
I
what?
guess that's
Then you
true.
get in a lot of trouble for lying.
Yeah.
So I disagree. Unless you're like, ooh, come on a slightly fictional, you know, voyage into the paranormal.
Slightly.
Well, I'm just saying, because if you're mixing it up, you could be like, some of it we embellish and make up for dramatic effect, and other stuff is true.
I mean, fair.
There will be some people who would take that because they like the scarier aspect of
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
but, for other people,
But advertise it if you're gonna do that.
like, you got to imagine if I went on one of these and they weren't telling me the truth, I'm the type of person. I'm going to go home. Something's going to stick in my head, and I'm going to be like, I'm looking that up.
Google review, here he comes.
Bruh, hell yeah. Don't
He is
lie
the
to me.
king of Google
Don't
reviews.
lie to me, bruh. You better tell me the truth. If I'm going on a historical outing that also includes the paranormal, I understand the paranormal is very, 50-50. Nobody
Mhm.
even knows if it's real. But your historical facts better be right.
Yeah,
And if they're
agreed.
not right, it better be just that one tour guide who was mistaken.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's fair.
Now, during these nighttime explorations, visitors sometimes experience their own brush with the uncanny, sudden chills, strange mists, or even fleeting glimpses of figures in the dark. Now, for many, these encounters blur the line between the town's well documented history and the persistent possibility, of course, the unknown.
Mm, spooky.
There are theories and explanations to a lot of stuff, though.
Okay.
Now, skeptics and believers alike have long debated the origins of Williamsburg's haunted reputation. Some suggest that the town's layered history, marked by war, suffering, and untimely deaths, has created a kind of emotional residue, a psychic echo that lingers in certain places. Now, others point to environmental factors like creaking floorboards, drafts, and shifting shadows that can play tricks on the mind, which is obviously where I stand on a lot of it.
I mean, yes.
Look, I sit in
Yes.
this house. You go to bed pretty early.
Mhm.
I'm up pretty late.
Yes.
I sit. I usually play games on the computer or something. You have no idea how many floorboard creaks I hear throughout the night.
And when in the winter, when the heater's on,
Bro,
forget it. It's
my God,
terrible.
it's like the house is trying to tap out the new beat.
It's crazy.
And then, like, if you're in a dimly lit place and a car goes by, maybe you're not close enough to the car to notice it, but them headlights reach a lot farther than you think, especially when you're somewhere dark.
They cast shadows off of things in your
Yeah.
house and
And it's easy to mistake stuff. And
absolutely.
drafts are a real thing. Like you can just catch a draft from somewhere. If something's open, there could be a little pinhole in something and you're gonna feel something.
Mhm.
So like I do believe in the paranormal, but I also do believe in there's a lot of times there's an explanation for a lot of the stuff that people just claim is
Oh, yeah.
paranormal. Which is why I think it's important to do that because then we can focus on the things that are actually strange and need an explanation instead
Mhm.
of trying to under explain everything else.
Okay. Yeah.
Yet, for every attempt at rational explanation, there are stories that defy easy answers. Now, counts of multiple witnesses seeing the same apparition or of objects moving seemingly on their own fuel the belief that Williamsburg exists at a crossroads between the past and present where time, memory, and mystery converge. And I agree with that. I do think that there will be things that are unexplainable and are
Mhm.
probably paranormal in nature, especially in a town like this.
Mm.
You know, not only were there Revolutionary War hospitals and stuff like that, but the Civil War had to happen, and times were hard back then. People just
Oh, yeah.
died.
Oh, yeah.
And then we haven't even like I know we talked about it last time, but we haven't talked about it this time. The amount of slaves that would have been killed
Yeah.
and would have died there.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, this place is no stranger to just death.
Mhm.
It's kind of like I don't know how every inch of England isn't haunted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just don't.
And, like, these places that have been around for this long or longer, like, you've got to think there are so many people that have lived and died, whether they were generations of family, travelers, in the war, like, there's just so many different areas
Well,
that people could be here in and times, and it's just the amount of people that have had to have come through here.
you know what's weird is like, as I'm sure our European friends will agree with this, is that it hasn't really been that long
No.
in comparison.
Mhm.
We're a very young nation. These places, in the grand scheme of things, haven't actually been around for very long. But
No.
I guess if you're a born American into these new, um, areas and you die here, You don't really know that,
Mhm.
so it doesn't really register the whole time frame of how long, European land has been around. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, what do people who have visited the area have to say about it? Now, I have to remember when we get to the end of this, I have to say something.
Okay. So let's
S-
take to the internet.
Yeah, yeah, as we always do. Now, Sandy E on TripAdvisor.com in September of 2016 had this to say. Go ahead, Sandy.
Quote, my husband and I decided to attend the ultimate ghost tour with the extended tour add on for $7 a person on September 13th. This tour started at 11 p.m. and did not allow children under the age of 12. It ended between 12:30 and 1 a.m. We started a little early because everyone was there early. Kat was our tour guide, and she was fantastic. She was very knowledgeable and had a passion for the paranormal. You could tell she believed in the way she told the ghost stories, which made you believe. I had goosebumps at multiple stops and became paranoid at times. Exactly what you want to happen on a ghost tour. Some of the stories freaked me out so much, I didn't think I would want to visit some of the stops in the daytime. Kat set a good walking pace and gave plenty of time at each stop to allow for photos. We did see some paranormal activity at a couple stops, blinds moving, curtains moving, some old shapes and photos. But wait, we
There's no but.
we were the only people to go on the extended tour. It wasn't as it wasn't as long as we thought it would be, but we learned a lot about William and Mary and enjoyed talking ghosts with Kat. This was our first ever ghost tour, and it definitely set the bar high for any other ghost tour we may go on in the future. Thanks, Kat.
They also saw a lot of odd shapes.
What did I say?
Old. It's fine.
See?
It works. I mean, I guess technically they'd be old too. Yeah, so I think my mouse needs a new battery. So yeah, I mean, there's the ghost tour. Somebody had a positive experience. People do experience paranormal activity on it.
hmm The blinds and curtains moving.
Could just be a draft, man.
Yeah, I don't know
I,
about that.
I don't know. I wasn't there, so it's hard to say. You know, being there is different because then
hmm
you get a better feel on how it is.
Yeah, the
You know,
vibe of the place, like
I,
all the
I'm
things.
trying to be like open-minded about how I'm saying a lot of this stuff, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Now, Recreation V on TripAdvisor.com just recently, back in October 2021, says, "quote We were a bit disappointed, expecting at least to feel a little scared or uncomfortable. The tour guide told scary stories, which we thought were more sad than scary,
Mm.
as we walked through the dark city. I understand about not going into the buildings due to COVID restrictions, but maybe a shadow in a window or some flickering lights could add to the mood or enhance the scare factor."
Um,
But then you're
then
not
you're
really,
faking it.
yeah, then you're not really getting paranormal activity, dude.
Right.
So like then you're just it's fake at that point. It's
Then
just
you're just
fake.
there for like a horror walk, basically, or a horror tour.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally saying we didn't see anything, so make us see something.
Yeah,
Like, come on, dude.
make it a haunted house. Like what?
Come on.
No.
Now, there's one more from somebody named Patty DeMuth from TripAdvisor.com back in June 2015, and she said,
Quote, the buildings were really neat, and we also took a ghost tour based on recent activity. I did experience a couple of small paranormal things that happened while we were there. One was a brush on the back of my neck soon after we sat down for dinner at the Shield Tavern. And the second one, I heard like something drop at one of the buildings that wasn't open because of so much paranormal activity.
I mean, closing down a building because of paranormal activity.
Yeah.
I mean, so she says. I don't know.
hmm
And I don't know if that was a typo and it is the Shield Tavern or if it's supposed to be Shield Tavern. This is me. I really don't know. That's how she wrote it. I don't know of the location,
hmm
but I just want to throw that out there in case we're wrong in how we read it. If you're from the area, I'm not sure. My bad.
That's what it says.
Yeah, well, it says Shield, but you read it as Shield, which makes more sense. And it is on there as a
Okay.
typo.
Yeah.
But I do these I just copy word for word so we can get the quotes that the actual people said.
Right.
I would have read it the same way you did,
Mhm.
just because Shield Tavern doesn't sound right to me, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
So I don't know. A brush on the back of the neck?
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
But here's the thing I wanted to say.
Okay.
I went through a ton. There are 12,000, there's like 12,500 reviews.
Okay.
There's a lot of bad reviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of people very disappointed, not in the fact that they didn't see paranormal. It was like they didn't like the tour. They felt like they were overcharged for the tour. They didn't like how the tours were conducted. They didn't like a lot of the stuff they saw. They just there was a lot of people mad about things that I'm not going to judge them for being mad at
Mhm.
because I could see myself being like, I kind of sucked.
Yeah. Like, what did we pay for?
Yeah, but
Kind of thing.
there was a lot, and there wasn't
Okay.
that many reviews for paranormal stuff.
Interesting.
There was a
All
lot of
right.
people who talk about going on a tour and they told them ghost stories about haunted locations, but
More like a history tour with some
yeah,
legend and lore,
but
maybe?
nobody really talks about having any kind of paranormal experience.
Hmm. Interesting.
So,
Okay.
I mean, just keep that in mind. Like, if you go, apparently a lot of people think that they get overcharged for an underrated tour.
Mm.
So
Oh,
maybe if you go, don't take the tour. Maybe do some research before you go and take yourself on a tour.
yeah.
Enjoy the historical scenery, which again, for me, that's enough.
Super cool.
I would go and just enjoy the history
Oh,
part of
yeah.
it, but some people, they don't want to do that and they want to have somebody drag them around, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like people enough for that.
I mean, you're signing up for a tour. It's kind of the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, do you want to pay, you know, $20 a person for, a 30-minute tour
No,
and
no,
it was awful?
no.
Because that's kind of the stuff we're looking at.
Yeah.
Not good.
Okay. Yeah.
Why do tales of the paranormal persist so strongly in colonial Williamsburg? Well, perhaps it is the way the district itself feels suspended in time, its streets and buildings unchanged for centuries. Or maybe, as some believe, the spirits of those who shaped America's early days are unwilling to leave, forever entwined with the city they helped to build. Regardless of the explanation, the paranormal in the colonial district of Williamsburg, Virginia, endures as an essential thread in the town's tapestry. Whether you're a historian in search of fact, or a ghost hunter seeking adventure, or a traveler enticed by the unknown, Williamsburg offers a unique blend of historical authenticity and supernatural suggestion, ensuring that its stories, both seen and unseen, will never be forgotten.
Oh, never be forgotten.
So, I mean, as we can see, colonial Williamsburg is heavily rumored to be haunted,
Yeah.
but how much of it is urban legend?
I mean, do we ever really know?
No, but this is like bigger than most places we would talk about. Like this place is widely accepted. I said again, like this is a 10 mile, area.
Yeah.
So and it's beneficial for the town to keep its paranormal reputation going because of tourism.
Hmm.
Now
It draws people in.
there will be people who will just go because it's old and rad,
Yeah.
but there's going to be a lot of people who will go because it's old and rad and because it's paranormal.
Mm,
So when we read a lot about like these old institutions and houses and hospitals and all this other stuff, I get why they would tell these ghost stories because it drums up, for lack of a better term, business.
hmm.
It's self-serving to tell these stories,
Yeah.
and it
Absolutely.
would be here too. So, and I wonder how much of these stories are created, at a bar one night when people trying to keep the tourism bucks coming in.
Yeah. I get it.
It's just one of the things that you always got to keep in the back of your mind. We know about all these haunted locations, but you also need to think that a lot of these places, they depend on tourism dollars coming in and pumping into the area,
Hmm.
and they need it. So
And if you can have like this extra corner to entice people for tourism, why wouldn't you grasp
exactly,
at it, you know?
exactly. So I mean, stories are made up all the time to keep places alive, to keep, keep people talking about it. So that way people will keep coming back. Again, though, this place is a little different. This is a giant historic living museum type
Oh yeah.
area. People will come regardless, but it doesn't hurt to have, extra million people come show up for, paranormal,
Hmm.
and it feeds the area. We
Absolutely.
came from Florida. We know how important it is to an area for
Very much
tourism.
so.
But I do got to ask you a question,
Okay.
and it is, is it real? Do you think the Colonial District in Williamsburg, Virginia is haunted?
I think I'm going to kind of go off of what I was alluding to last week because I
Well,
still
you can
feel the same.
allude to however you want. I know what you said.
Um, I, f- I feel like this whole area just being so incredibly steeped in history with war. And I mean, they went through just based on when this town was made, like famines and you know what I mean? Like just so many years of things, so much history there that so many people died along the way. And I think that this whole area is haunted. Do I think very specific places are? Maybe, but I feel like if it's a town that it would hold more wandering spirits, I guess. So, yes, I do think this town is haunted. What about
Well,
you?
I would have let you go on forever.
What about you?
Um, I mean, it would be pretty hypocritical if I said no. Because I said last week that I think that there is something at the Peyton Randolph house, and gee, how could I say that the rest of the area wouldn't? This is different than most places. This
Mm,
is an area where it's relatively young as far as years when it comes to the rest of the world, but here it's the beginning footprints of America. So again, these people who would have been born, like the first people born and died, to these colonies,
mhm.
that the concept for that really wouldn't have been considered. So to them, it was just it's been around forever. And I do think that there's been already what, two wars that went through there, three if you count, people getting shipped off for, World War I, World War II. Actually, that'd make four. So this place has been touched by a war basically since its inception. It started with a war, brothers on brothers fighting in another war, and people died here by them. I would be willing to bet large number of people died here
Agree.
because of the hospital, like more than say other towns that maybe didn't have a hospital. Maybe they saw fighting, but this place you have the fighting and the hospital aspect of it. So I just feel like if we're going to talk about American history and what causes hauntings and stuff, and not to mention we keep glossing over the fact that slaves being tortured and killed, treated badly. I'm going to say, yeah, I do. I do absolutely think that there could be something that haunts this place
Mm,
for that reason, because of all the stuff that we've, for the last 4 years, that we've talked about saying, well, this could, this is probably what causes it.
right.
Well, this is everything we've ever said that about rolled up into a 10-mile square radius.
Yeah,
There's just too much, too much history. So even if it's not like an intelligent type haunting, too much has there's been too much blood on this ground for something not to be left here.
absolutely. Energy left behind.
And that's how I feel.
Thank you for sharing.
I still don't know if Megan thinks it's haunted or not, but
I said yes.
well, you kind of said yes.
Talking
You
about.
well last week you or last time you said no.
I know. I don't think that specific place is like individually haunted.
I'll bet if we went back in our catalog, you've said ghosts can wander. Just
What?
depends on the day.
Okay.
I feel you. Sometimes I say contradictive things to my own self. It's fine. You're human. I do it too.
Okay.
Megan does not like to be called out.
I don't care. Well, anyways,
So I guess that means it's haunted.
that was this episode.
Yeah, the only like we're not going to talk about it next week. We've covered this one now. But I do think in the future I would like to talk about that church and graveyard.
Mm. Super
Yeah,
cool.
because it just seems like a real. I don't know. Have we ever done a haunted church?
I don't I don't know. No?
I
No,
don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know, but we might. Maybe we'll do our first. I know we did. When we did the New Orleans cemetery, I believe there was a church in that story, but it wasn't about it. But whatever,
It was like a
whatever.
collective of places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get to it eventually. But you can find us online
Yeah.
for the booze.
For the booze. If you want to have a no, if you want to give a show suggestion or just say hi or anything like that, you can shoot us an email at forthebooze12@gmail.com.
So look, I'm thinking about once again changing our live format because,
Okay.
well, listen, I'm going to explain this for everybody. Since we started doing these 4 days a week now,
Mm-hmm.
we have a really hard time doing our Patreon podcast. And that's because Megan works super early. She gets home, we have time to do this, eat dinner, take a shower, and she goes to bed.
Yeah.
It's been very hard to be able to do that. And if I'm being honest, we don't have huge turnouts for our live, which is
Not at
fine,
all.
which is fine. People, I see people watch them later, and that's totally fine. So I'm thinking about doing 1 or 2 days a week.
Okay.
And then that way we have extra time during the week. We'll have plenty of time to get our Patreon
Patreon stuff
podcast done.
done,
Because
right
right now
episodes.
it's
Yeah.
almost like we can't do it.
Right.
And like I know, if our Patreon members are listening, is if you're not part of Patreon, you don't need to worry about this. But if you're listening and you're our Patreon members, you've noticed it's been a couple weeks, a few weeks since we
Yeah.
put one out because we're really having a hard time trying to figure out timing wise. Megan's schedule is like she has to go to bed really early and she gets up really early, so it's very difficult. So
3 a.m.
I'm thinking about maybe doing I don't know, like Tuesday, Thursday lives or something to that
Okay.
effect.
Yeah.
I don't think it would hurt anything. We're just hanging out watching videos anyway, and then that would give us more time to get those extra Patreon episodes out to everybody.
Yeah.
So I
For
think
sure.
I think that's what we're going to do
Gotta take
starting.
care of our people.
Yeah, well, I feel bad. So I think that's what we're going to do starting next week. Is I think we're just going to do lives Tuesday, Thursday, and that'll be our permanent schedule until the foreseeable future. That way we can go ahead and get our Patreon stuff done as well.
Okay. I
You
like
know,
it.
because this isn't all we have in our life yet. We don't we can't live off of the podcast.
No.
We have to sacrifice sometimes.
Yeah.
So tell everybody tell them to come along. And if you do want to join Patreon and help us out, it's for the booze_podcast over there and join the best community
That's right.
of the coolest people,
The
the
bestest for
spookiest,
the booze crew
the
members.
spookiest people. But anyways, I say let's go ahead and get out of here.
All right. I say let's do it. Well, thank you everybody so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. I love haunted graveyards.
Hmm.
And we're back.
Hello, hello.
Very good idea. Yeah, we're having a hard time keeping up with everything, unfortunately.
Yes. So sorry, Tina, part of Patreon
Yeah,
peoples. We do apologize.
but that's why it's Megan gets up so early, and then by the time she gets home, we literally do this for an hour. We have to feed the kids ourselves. Megan takes a shower and she's off to bed. Like
Hmm.
for quite a long time now, this is pretty much the only time we get together. This
This
is
is
it
very
right
true.
here. You're seeing it. This
This is
is
it.
so.
And then maybe an hour of watching TV, and I usually fall asleep
Mhm.
because I go fall asleep by 10 p.m. and I'm up at 3 a.m. and then I work for 11 hours.
You're giving yourself way too much credit to say you go to bed at 10 p.m. Yeah. So we'll get done on here between 5:30 6 o'clock most nights. We leave. There's about an hour for food,
Yes,
and
food.
then she showers and she sits with me for about 15 minutes, and then she sleeps until she goes to sleep. And that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope everybody's okay with that. I mean, there's not a lot of people showing up for the lives anyway. I mean, to the point where we could just make videos
Yeah.
and
We're
put them
not
out as
having to
regular
interact with
videos.
anybody because there's nobody there.
Except Tina's here.
And Tina's definitely here. Thank you, girl.
But I don't know, maybe we should start doing that. Maybe just go live once to twice a week and record it and just put it out as a regular video. I'm still not going to edit
I mean,
it.
it's on YouTube, right?
It is, but I don't know how it works because I'm the creator of the channel. So when I go in and I know they don't pop up as regular videos. You have to go to the live section to view them.
All right, that's fair.
So
Okay.
I don't know, but I think that's what we're gonna do starting next week. Tuesday, Thursday will be our live days. And one of those days will be an episode. One day will be a hangout day, and yeah, and then that way it'll give us other days that we can work on getting Patreon episodes done because I really do want to get. We like you too.
Yes.
But I know that. I know that. Look, I already know that about you, especially about you, Tina. I know you're there just to support us, and we love you for that.
Thank you.
But I feel bad. I like to make sure that I'm,
We take care of our favorite people.
yeah, like, and I know it's not even much because we can't do this for as a living yet. Like, it's just not in the cards for us, but it's something that we can do. And the fact that we haven't been able to do it, we feel bad. So
Absolutely.
I hope that makes sense. Like, it's something that we can do, and because we haven't been able to, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it is that time. Megan will turn into a pumpkin if we don't get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, knocked my
Dropped
toy
your
off.
thing.
But we're gonna get out of here, and
Thank you, Tina, for hanging out today.
I know a bitch.
What are you doing, bruh?
Well, I didn't do anything. Why did it move?
I don't
Haunted camera.
know.
But we are gonna get out of here so we can feed everybody, and Megan can.
Hello?
Why is it doing that?
No.
Stop doing that.
What is it going on? This is so weird.
I'm so tired. Oh, that's why tracking was on.
Didn't do anything the whole time.
I don't know. Maybe it was a sudden movement or something. I
Oh my
have no
gosh.
idea.
You had your drink in the shot.
Who?
You saw your beverage. Your meal.
Whatever, dude. I almost said something really messed up at the end of that episode. I just want you
Yeah.
to know that.
And Tina, I don't Tuesday next week, we're gonna try and squeeze one camping trip in before the kids go back to school.
Well, we're going live somehow. I just literally said Tuesday, Thursday. You should have corrected me while we were doing that. We will be around somehow on Tuesday. I don't care how it is. I don't care if it's on my phone in the woods with headphones
We could do that. That'd be
or
pretty cool.
early in the morning before we leave. I don't know. We will be around Tuesday and Thursday.
I know early in the morning works better for you, Tina. Early in the morning for us.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it would actually.
Yeah. Because she was saying that it's hard for her to stay up
Well,
late.
she's 7 hours ahead of us.
I know. That's a long
So
time.
if we did it at like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it'd be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon for her.
Okay.
That work. All right.
Yeah.
But we got to get out of here. So bye.
Bye.
No.